One of the ways that we've been able to help customers specific to the skills gap shortage is leveraging our proprietary GATE program. And this program allows us to invite candidates in that may or may have not been in manufacturing or warehouse before. And what it allows us to do is an in person training and testing where we can measure their comprehension. Do they have the ability to read a ruler? Can they do basic math? All of those things they would need on the production floor. A manual dexterity test, which I'll be honest, I tried it, I failed, so I would not be good in the production environment. I could recruit for it, but certainly not do it. But it measures manual dexterity, fine motor skills. And again, you don't always have to have experience doing these things. You could just have that natural ability or have done hobbies that align to it. So it allows us to easily identify and select candidates and invite them into manufacturing jobs. And then lastly is us training them on the manufacturing practices and processes, what to expect, how to be exposed to this environment, what are good manufacturing practices. So we do all of this. This really helps us identify the right types of candidates for our organizations and quite frankly can help us skip some of the hiring processes with our customers. So we can remove the interviews, we can remove the resume screening, all of those steps that these candidates don't want to go through anyways. We can put them through our GATE program, give them a certificate, and be very confident that they're going to do extremely well in a manufacturing environment. And we've had a lot of great success with many customers in reducing their turnover, improving their fill ratio, improving their quality. And ultimately, that's a positive impact on their production and ultimately their customers they produce for. One of the benefits we've seen most recently with one of our customers on the East Coast, they're a manufacturer in the healthcare space. And this particular organization was really struggling with quality candidates, people that would come to work and stay at work. They were having consistent turnover. And we really leveraged the GATE program to, again, assess and identify a candidate that could do the job really well. And we really screened around the reliability factor. And in partnering with this customer specifically, we were able to reduce their turnover from, I want to say it was like 50% down to 30%. Yeah, 30%. And that helped them because the industry benchmark for turnover in that particular sector was 55%.
Mm.
So that helped them retain their candidates longer. And you think about all the costs associated with bringing in new associates every week or every month, the training, the time it takes the supervisors, their productivity levels, all of those things start to add up. So I would say we've done this with multiple customers and we have seen an improvement, or I should say a decrease in their turnover and an improvement in their quality. It starts with the attraction of the right candidates. You want to make sure that you have a candidate that, again, does not just fit the job for today, but for the future of your organization and where you're going. And by identifying the right candidate and then ensuring that you retain them by the proper training and coaching, incentive programs. So anything from evaluating how does your pay rate compare to your competitors in the market? And then on top of that, looking again at other opportunities. Can we provide flexible workforce options if necessary? You might have a mother that needs to get her child to school every morning, but she is so good at putting together assembly pieces. Like she's going to outpace her neighbor next to her. And is that fair to not invite that person to be a part of your workforce because she has an obligation to her child to get her child to school? So I think considering those factors, now obviously you have to be equitable. You can't just have a system for one person and not think of the others. But I believe thinking through those things can certainly help with the retention of your workforce. One of the things that we do as we're inviting new employees into the manufacturing industry, in addition to the GATE program, where we assess them and we share with them what to expect in the manufacturing environment, is we invite them in to tour at our specific client plant. And this really gives them the opportunity to feel what it feels like to be in that environment. You might think a warehouse is like a small little suite in an industrial mall strip. Whereas you might come into a production plant that it's loud and there's these noises and it's cold and you have to wear a clean room suit and it's a very different environment. So allowing our candidates to really experience and be exposed to that environment by inviting them in, walking them through the plan, letting them see the specific tasks that they'll be accomplishing gives them either a great deal of confidence, like, yes, I can do this, or no, I would not feel comfortable in this. And there's so many different things about the manufacturing environment you have to think about: sounds, the temperature, the smells, depending on the product that you're working with. There's a variety of different sensations that you might experience while on the production floor. To help eliminate fall off, we certainly want to expose our candidate to that by walking them on the floor and allowing them to evaluate the environment and see what they'll actually be doing on a daily basis.